Fresh killer.
What's going on? I'm 369 Mindset, also known as Elijah Mindset.
My name is Nigel Murphy. Yes, sir. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiff Lynn.
My name is Byron Mayhew, and I'm a musician.
Peace, Santos Soul. Changing the world by changing me.
Hi everybody, my name is Dina David. I'm the founder and president of a company called She Leadership.
My name is Artheena. I am the creatress of Heart of Milele, event organizer, social engineer. I just really enjoy putting people together, creating a safe space for them to do so, and to learn about themselves. So that's what tonight was all about.
Today, what I took away from the opening meditative icebreaker exchange, it was one of the most impactful exchanges I've had in a very, very long time. I truly believe in meditation. I share a lot of meditative practices with community, but with people that I've built trust with over a number of years, or just a significant time period. Today, I got the opportunity to trust somebody that led me through that, and with a complete stranger in the moment. But the space and the energy that was created and how she led us through the exchange, really trusting an absolute stranger. Shout out to my partner Tiff, who we are now connected for life, and it was such a sacred, safe space.
I'm a mental health advocate. Meditation saved my life. So the fact that we started and opened the night with a mindfulness and meditation and breath work to release baggage that's not ours was powerful, impactful, and the gazing into the eyes of another being, stranger or someone that they knew, it was very, very powerful.
I felt like the meditation was dope. I felt like it's a needed space amongst Black people, especially, in this day and age, we're all going through different things. We're all trying to find what healing looks like. So in our a space that's controlled by us, it's just an example of that healing, of how we can all come together, how we can be in a shared space and tap into energy.
The general impression was this is something that we really need right now. I think like a little bit of mental calmness in the time of social media and all these things, it's very important, especially for like the Black community right now. We don't do that much. We're kind of separated, kind of disjointed. So having like a moment of community and like having music going on and all of us spending time together in a positive space, I think it had a lot of great value. So I think it's really useful and beautiful.
What did I think about the meditation today? I felt like it was exactly what I needed. Yeah, as far as letting go and surrendering and like just shaking and breathing and connecting like eye to eye with someone I don't know. That's my jam. And it's been a while. It's been more than like a year and a half since I had that or felt that, COVID, pandemic, all of that. So it was just good to really surrender and see how far I've come in my journey of just also being able to let go in the face of someone that I don't know, but in those brief seconds of us looking at each other, I just felt the sense of trust, and yeah, it was good. It was a really I would say my body let go more than I realized I had, and the tension I had around my chest and my heart was really apparent. And the more that I breathed and, my partner held space for me, the more I realized that I was going through a lot, and it was okay.
They were most responsive when I gave them permission to feel the things that I knew they were already feeling. So I knew that there was some of their first time meditating. And when I said, hey, if it's your first time meditating, that's okay. And then you can feel like come over the people. And so every time I gave them permission to feel what they were feeling, it was like we got to be a little bit deeper and get a little bit closer.
How meditation can impact each one of us in our communities, this goes deep. One of the things I realized and learned over time is these are the practices that our ancestors have been doing for centuries. Over time, we have perhaps lost some of that, but the gift that we get is for each of us to start to learn these practices again and to take sacred pauses, which is what I really believe meditation is. And as we individually do that, when we come together as a community, we magnify that. So meditation has saved us. It allows us to clear out the noise. It allows us to get centered with us. There's so much stimulus out there, and it allows us to come back to who we are. Really owning my divine feminine, I really believe, I call it the big K, which is our intuition. And as divine feminine, and that's with masculine energy as well, embracing their divine feminine, it allows us to create space to get clarity so we can come back and get aligned with our voice, which is always guiding us and leading us and giving us the answers to life.
How meditation can help us, black, melanated, because I'm indigenous. As I rock this, I'm from the tribe. I have a nation. Shout out to the Lonely tribe. It helps us because it allows us to tap into our ancestors. It allows us to tap back into ourselves, and it allows us to stay calm in the middle of a craziness going on in the world. Meditation got me here. Like I said earlier, it saved my life. It stopped me from taking my life, and it put me on the path to share that with as many people possible.
Yeah, meditation. How can it help the people of color community, just everyone here collectively? Just the art of slowing down, I feel, is what we can all really benefit from as a society, as a collective. You know, we live in a very modern, fast-paced, digital, need to go, go, go nature, and yeah, that just is the way that we have to live to keep up. Means that we need to dissociate and numb and compartmentalize and repress our emotions. So what meditation does and offers, in my opinion, as I'm growing more and more into it, is gives you just space and permission to just be and slow down and just stay in your own lane, in your own breath, in your own movement, to be more aware of who you are versus who you think you should be.
Calling on our ancestors. It starts and it's got to end with our ancestors. And so, each of us are carried in our grandmother's womb. We got to tap in. We have to teach the youth. A lot of youth don't know where they're coming from, don't know who their people are. So when we just start with our story, and we start with where we're actually from, and bring those stories into the space, we can really tap into that sacred, that spirituality. So that's my take on just reconnecting with the ancestors, really knowing our stories and sharing our stories, and that is one way that we can really bring that sacred.
Meditation can help the black community in being able to really focus on what you want and what you offer versus how the world is projecting onto you how you should be and how you should interact. I feel like meditation is a deeply personal thing, and it's something that kind of helps you focus on yourself as an individual and get your orientation in the world.
Today we were leaving two events centering gun violence. There was a shooting that erupted at the end of the Juneteenth festival, as well as another shooting last night in East Oakland. And it's got to stop being normalized.
I think the most impactful thing that happened in the meditation today is having a collective sense of calm, especially after last weekend with the Lake Marriott shooting. We needed have a moment together where we can just talk and breathe together and share a space together in a positive way.
Yeah, just speaking to gun violence and how a lot of people are numb, but it's not normal. And it's a hot summer. It's a hot summer in every city all across this country. We gotta dead that. We have to really talk about other ways to agree to disagree, other ways to shoot the fair one, other ways to have conversations, other ways to figure out to get our needs met, and we have to stop normalizing gun violence.
Being able to look into the eyes of another brother, of another man, I identify with they, them. non-binary, but being able to do that, it allows our masculine vibration in our community to be able to be vulnerable and by looking into the eyes of another man that taps into his feminine energy. So that aspect blew my mind.
The opening exchange and that meditation was such a gift to really be intentional with somebody, whether you know them or whether it's a stranger, and just go all in and hold space with them without even words being said. I will forever, that's a new practice that I look forward to sharing with others in my life so that we can all continue to benefit from that. So thank you to the amazing people that hosted today's event. My heart is touched. I'm so glad I showed up, and you guys forever have me as a supporter, ally, follower, sister, and we continue to heal as the community, so thank you.
Heart of Milele, super dope, super love, all soul power. It was right at home.
Bringing it back to the breath work, I already breathe in for 369, but looking into the mirror, instead of looking into someone else's eyes, definitely take that idea and that concept to look into my own eyes, giving out words of affirmation and bigging myself up. So thank you so much, Artheena.
What would you say to those people that are just like, man, I'm not with that, man, that's corny, I'm not. They just don't even want to try meditation, and they feel like it's just not something that they're into. They're not willing to step out and even give it a shot. What would you say to those hardcore critics of meditation?
I would really ask them to consider what has not been working for them and to be desperate enough to consider something new. Meditation is new, and if you have not tried it, I would definitely encourage you to do so, because there is some benefit in it, and it's different for every person. You won't really know until you try it. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever your coping mechanism is, however you're healing yourself, however you're dealing with things, that's great. But if you don't have a solution as of yet, then hey, try everything, and meditation is one of those things.